Hey guys! Welcome to Infusions Kitchen. Now this is just my first video. I know I said it on Instagram that I was going to post a video on Infusions Ramen. So I'm definitely excited about that. Definitely got these ingredients over here, which I'm going to show you. So we have 2 chile guajillos, or chile cascabel as they call them. We have 2 chipotle peppers, and we have about 5 to 8 red chili peppers, or chile de árbol as they call it. We're gonna use salt, of course, to taste. We have a little bit of whole black pepper, and then we have Mexican oregano. So this is about 2 tablespoons, and this is about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons. You can do it according to your own taste. Now, the real cool stuff is that we're using very common ingredients that normally we find in the household, well, at least in a Mexican household or Hispanic household. We're gonna use consomate. So we have about 3 of these, and we're gonna use 2 sazones of Goya. And this is the trick right here. This is what makes it cheap. So we have the maruchan. Now I like the shrimp flavor. I like what it does to the food. So I'm pretty sure y'all will find out the same thing. So the main thing that we want from this is definitely the powder that's inside, flavoring. Once you combine that with all this, it's where the magic happens. So we have a couple of more ingredients. So I'm going to show you some things that I'm going to cut up as well, and we'll take it from there. Alright, so continuing, one thing I did forget to mention, or that I'm going to mention, is water. Me personally, for these 2, or for like the recipe that I'm making, I'm going to use 4 to 6 quarts. So again, it all depends on you and preference. Also, I didn't give no specific measurement on the salt. Fact being that everybody has their own preference, so I'll leave that up to you. Now, next thing is onion. Again, it depends on preference, if you like onion or not. I do. This is the onion that I like, purple onion, red onion, whatever you like to call it. So we go ahead and get started on that. Personally, I'm going to use half an onion. Now, this for me is just flavor, and I like to do it in real thin slices. And for that reason, that I want the onion to almost disappear. I want the flavor to get absorbed in the broth. So that's why I do it like this. I want to make sure it's super thin. Now, coleslaw as well, you want to use it, you want to shred it, you want to keep it fine, it's up to you, whole. That's just to add a little bit of texture to your base, to your soup. Now, you can use bell pepper, or you can use sweet bell peppers, the small ones. Again, it's all in preference, it's all on what you have in the kitchen. You use jalapeno or anything hotter than that, obviously the broth is going to be hotter. So this for me is just simply for the flavor. That's all I want it for. I want it for the flavor. And once we have this cut, we set it aside so we can go ahead and get started. So our next thing is going to be the water. So I'm going to combine everything that you saw here, as well as the garlic. Use about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons. Again, it all depends on your preference. And that's pretty much it, guys. So I'm just gonna show you how I'm gonna combine everything, and then we're gonna make this soup come to life. All right, let's get started putting our ingredients in. So our first thing that's gonna go in is our chiles. They're the first ones that I described. They're pretty much going in there. I put about 5 quarts in here of water. So we're starting off fresh with that. Next 2 things is the pepper and oregano. So we wanna put that in there. Oregano. Now, oregano is gonna give it a very flavor, well, not flavor, it's more of a smell, fragrance. It's gonna give the soup a good fragrance. When you first put it in, it's gonna smell very strong. Once you actually cook it, it blends in very well with the broth. These are it right here. We got the bell pepper, the half red onion, and then a little bit of the cabbage. Again, the cabbage is all up to you. Now, me personally, I do like to finely chop some artichokes as well. So you're more than welcome to do that, or whatever you have at your disposal, as long as you can put it in a broth. So everything goes in there. Now we're almost done. We're gonna put in the consomate and the sazon goyas, but actually I'll put that last. Sorry. And then garlic. I don't measure it or anything. Again, it's all in preference. Okay, another cool part right here. Oh, another important thing is don't put the noodles in there yet. Let your broth cook at least for 2 hours so that everything can settle in, all the flavors can break down, and so you can really absorb all of that. What do you want more?
So what did you put in there?
The what?
What did you put in there right now?
So right now what I'm putting is the shrimp, the seasoning.
The seasoning.
So the seasoning that's in the maruchan, and that's what we want. That's the important stuff. That's what's gonna distinguish your flavor. Now, obviously, sosongoya, ribbon. You have those in there as well. It's gonna give it a nice red color. Now, this one has culantro and achiote. So it's gonna give it a nice red color as well and a nice smell. And then consomate, tomato base.
Can you show me the consomate?
Sorry guys. Consomate. So these are real cheap. You can find them. I go to my local stores. Where I can find it right now is actually in Walmart. They have it for 58 cents, guys. Comes out with like 8 of these. So we use that. Looks like that's it. I'm gonna mix everything in, and it's pretty. All right, continuing. We have to add the meat. Now I'm using sirloin. It's up to you what you want to use. You can use chicken. You can use pork. You can use whatever cut it is that you want to use. I don't want too much of a fatty soup, so that's why I chose sirloin. And that's what was available. Now with this outbreak and virus stuff that's going on, you can't find anything at the stores. So I went with that. Now, another thing, let it boil for another 2 hours, 3 hours. Once it's finally boiled, then you can take it out, chop it up, or just mix it up in the pot and it'll break down itself. And then that's pretty much it. I'm gonna show you the finished product once it comes out. I'm gonna dump it in a bowl and you're gonna be amazed. Alright guys, so finished product is here. So the broth is done. The ramen noodles, by the way, I soaked them in water and then I put them for 3 minutes in the microwave and then just let them absorb the water. And already shredded the meat and cut it up, and that's how it looks. Just put a little bit. It's for, I made more for more than one person, to be honest with you. But this is what it is. It's the broth. That's how it comes out. Then all you simply do at the end is add the juice there. Of course, to your liking. You just keep adding it in there. Just add some more. And as you see, it gets that beautiful red flavor that I was talking to you guys about. And oh my goodness, it's so delicious. If y'all just put some limon in there, some lime, that'll finish it off, and trust me, that's the best cheap product you can get right now, and it's like eating 5-star. Thanks for watching, guys.